Why spend the summer sitting at home watching movies when you could be out making your own? At Kamp Hollywood, the Movie Institute allows young people to create their own short films using professional production equipment. Keith Duncan is the founder of the Movie Institute, and he's joined by one of their students, Lila Howard. This camp sounds so much fun. Welcome to the show. How are you all doing?
Doing great.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my goodness, let's talk about the Movie Institute. What is it all about, Keith?
Well, 25 years ago, if you can believe it, I was an independent producer at the studios at Los Colinas in Irving, and we were all sitting around one day griping about how we had no mentors growing up in our business. And so I said, hey, why don't we do a summer movie making camp for kids at the studios? Got permission. Our co-founder, Martha Duncan, my wife, she pitched in because she worked in media too, and we just kind of pulled this giant camp off with 64 kids showed up to it. We thought, wow, this is a great give back. So 25 years later, we're still doing it, and we've just now opened up a new movie making studio for teens and kids in Plano, and it's all nonprofit, and it's all to help kids.
Can you tell us about this element, the nonprofit element?
Yeah, the nonprofit element came because we wanted to be a community service activity and our give back, because the industry was really good to us. So we wanted to have the industry give back to the community. And a lot of kids are interested in media now, right?
Yeah.
And they're interested in making their own movies and doing their own music videos. And so at the Movie Institute, they can do that through workshops, classes, labs. We have like a 12 computer lab where they can do editing and animation. And it's a really cool thing. And you know, since it's nonprofit, all the money that comes in goes right back out to the kids.
Very nice. Lila, what have you liked the most about this Movie Institute, and how did you learn about it?
I learned about it from my mom because I used to go to the Dallas Children's Theater, but because I'm now too old to do that, I think in 2024 was my first year at Kamp Hollywood. My mom found it online, and I said, I have to go. That sounds so fun, right? I'd like to say my favorite part is probably the last filming day that we have, because I've grown so many bonds with so many people, and I just love watching the films come together. So, yeah.
So is this something that maybe you would like to do in the future? Maybe make your own movies?
Oh yeah, I'm a big writer. I'm a little bit too shy to share some of my stuff, but I love to write so much. I would probably want to consider maybe doing stuff like that, or maybe auditioning for movies and stuff like that.
Keith, what are some of the skills that the kids learn during this camp?
It's funny, we found out, I mean, first it was just for movie kids and actors. Then we found out that regular kids learn critical thinking skills and team building, organizational skills, all through making movies, and that's kind of a fun way to learn that. So we expanded our mission from being just, art kids to being all kids. And if the kids decide to stay in our business, we help them find jobs, find the right education, and move on. But for the kids that don't stay in the business, which are most of the kids, they learn all those great skills that make them better at their jobs and better successes for themselves.
Yeah. So when they show up at camp, I mean, do they need to know something beforehand, or
No.
can you just be like?
No, man, we have kids that have been gone for 5 years. We have kids that have never held a camera in their lives. And they're all together, and they all help each other. They learn to mentor each other, as well as us mentoring them. And it's a big teamwork kind of thing. And everyone's accepted. Everybody just seems to, isn't it true, just kind of come together and make a cool movie.
Yeah.
So you guys make a movie at the end, right? So you work on everything, like writing, the cameras, the editing, all that?
I've done acting and writing at the camp. I've done slate work, like the scenes, takes like that.
It's an acting and a production camp. And every year you come, you can go out for something different.
Very cool. And I know that camp is only one of the things that you'll do there.
Well, only one of the things, yes.
Can you talk to us about the other programs?
Oh yeah, we're starting at the studio, the MI North studio at the shops at Willow Bend. We're starting labs in editing, labs in screenwriting. We're going to be doing classes and workshops in acting, improv, camera, directing. I mean, all of the aspects of filmmaking we'll be mentoring and teaching at the studio. And the kids can also use the studio for their own projects too.
How can we find more information? How can we find
The best way to get a hold of us is to go to movieinstitute.org. There's all kinds of information there. You can get a hold of us online. If you want to sign up for camp, go to kamphollywood.com, camp with a K, kamphollywood.com to sign up.
Lila, last but not least, what have you enjoyed the most about this camp?
Oh, I like that the age range is from, I think 8 to 17 is what it is.
That's right.
Because you can work with so many people that you wouldn't think you'd get bonds with because they're older. But most likely the filming days, because I like to watch the films come together.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having
So
us.
fun. The Movie Institute offers filmmaking camps, workshops, and other programs. To learn more, check out movieinstitute.org.